Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacoby Fisher, and as you can tell by the title, we're doing fight story time. Okay, so let's get to it. Once upon a time, I had this friend named, let's call him Josh. So I had this friend named Josh. We were really cool. We wouldn't be vibing sometimes. We would have little fights. They're not nothing major or anything, but some of them were serious. The last fight we ever had was serious. Let's just say that. So me and Josh, we were supposed to go to the fair, and he was like, he didn't want to go one day, and I was like, okay, whatever, we just won't go. Then he was like, I might go, I might not go. He just kept flipping it every single day. And then the fair finally came around. He was like, I'm not gonna go. So I was like, fine, if you're not gonna go. He was my ride there, so I couldn't go if he didn't go. So I was like, fine, I'll just stay in tonight, I don't care. But turns out I saw in his story that he went to the fair with other friends, but he never told me that he was gonna go. So I was like, okay, that's a little fishy, that's a little fake, that's a little flaky. I don't mess with that. So I was a little upset with him. After that, we had more little fights, but they were getting a little more serious to the point where he would stop talking to me the whole entire day. And I was trying to be nice, and I was just like, okay, I'm sorry, whatever. Just trying to make peace. And one day we were on a group chat, and then he said, there's no school Monday. And I was like, really? You just not found that out? I was asking a genuine question. I was wondering if he just found out that day, or if he found out some other day and he's just saying it out of the blue. And he was like, oh, that's why you're never gonna get friends, that's why you're gonna be alone for the rest of your life. And I was like, whatever, I'm not even dealing with that. I don't need that energy, I don't care. And I thought he was just joking, so I was like, whatever. And then he unadded himself from the group chat, and I was like, so he is serious. I was like, okay, whatever. If he's not going to talk to me tomorrow like he usually does, then, because when he gets mad, he acts like he won't talk to me for that day, whatever, anything that's just gonna hurt my feelings. It's not, but whatever. So if he wasn't gonna talk to me the next day, then I wasn't going to be his friend. And I was just like, okay, our friendship is over, because I'm not gonna be friends with someone that constantly does toxic stuff. I don't need toxic people in my life. I don't need them. I already have enough friends. I don't need one toxic friend. Okay, so I'm walking in the door with my friend. Let's say we're gonna call her Kanija. And we walk into the school together, and Josh walks by right when we're walking into the school. And I'm like, okay, if he says something, then cool. If he doesn't, then I'm not his friend no more. He walks by and looks at me like this, like he had an issue with me. So I was like, you know what, never mind, I'm not your friend, whatever, goodbye. He talks to Kanija, he doesn't talk to me. So I leave, and I'm not dealing with this today. I'm not dealing with this ever again. We're not friends. Don't talk to me, don't speak to me, don't look at me, whatever. I don't want to be near you. So a week passed by, and I'm constantly telling people, because we're in high school. If you have an issue with somebody, you're not just gonna be like, okay, whatever, we're not gonna talk about it. No, so I talked about it to our mutual friends, and I said, that's very fake. He was like flaking, stuff like that. I don't mess with people like that. They're like, oh, you should fight him for that. And I was like, I was thinking about fighting him, but he's not worth my time and like me getting in trouble. And then people just kept saying, fight him. So I was like, you know what, I'll fight him. But I'll fight him when we come back from break. And I said that not because I'm scared, but I said I want to fight him on Monday because we were about to go on Thanksgiving break. And I was going to my family that lives a little far away from me. And I didn't want them to be like, oh, you're not behaving in school, you're getting in fights, I didn't want to deal with that. So I was going to wait till we come back from break. But one of our mutual friends, let's say her name is Tiffany. Tiffany goes and tells Josh that I want to fight him. So he now has this ideal that I want to fight him. I didn't want to fight him at that time, but if he put his hands on me, then I was going to fight him. He's going around the school telling people, oh, it's on site. And I'm just like, okay, if it's on site, like I didn't know that he was saying that it's on site. So he walked by me 5 times and he did this. The whole entire time, I was confused, like, why is he doing that? Like, I didn't know that we were going to fight that day because no one told me. But he was just like this, like, I'm just like, what are you doing? So he goes home, and then people come to me and be like, oh, weren't you supposed to fight Josh? And I'm just like, when was this supposed to happen? because no one informed me that I was supposed to fight Josh, because he was going around the whole school telling people that it's on site. So then I go home, I mind my business, and I get a text message from my friend, let's say Alicia. I get a text message from Alicia saying, oh, answer Josh's text. And I'm like, when did Josh text me? And Alicia's like, you little bum, you know when he texted you? I'm like, first of all, who are you calling a bum? Because me and Alicia, we was really cool friends. I was like, what is she talking about? Then I found out that it was Josh texting through Alicia's phone. What? You had my phone number, you had my Instagram, you had my Snapchat, you had every bit of my socials, but you wouldn't be scared texting through our mutual friend. Like, what? So then I go to him, and he texted me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He was, oh, when I see you tomorrow, I'm punching you in your face. I'm like, whatever. I'm not even gonna do anything, because I know he wasn't gonna do nothing. He was just sitting there talking. He said, and when you see me, you're hitting me. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I tell my mom, if you get a call from the school, then that's because I got in a fight. And she was like, let him hit you first, and if he doesn't hit you first, then don't fight. And I was like, if he hits me first, then I'll fight. I was like, I'm not gonna put my hands on him first. And she was like, okay, cool. So I go to school. I'm looking for him. I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm like, yo, where is he at? Where is he at? I'm looking for him. She finds him. She tells me that he's in the cafeteria. I'm not gonna go to the cafeteria. So I'm waiting outside the cafeteria, because the cafeteria has a lot of tables. I'm not gonna break my back on a table. So I'm sitting outside waiting for him, and he goes out the patio way. So they say he's going out the patio. So I'm going, running, trying to get him. And they say, oh, he's running. Come on, let's go. So I'm running. And then you can't really run. Like, if you run in that school, they will know that something's happening. So they'll stop you and they'll try to ask you. So that's what happened with me. And so I almost got in trouble. But I was just like, oh, my friend said they was dropping off some food and whatever. I was just going to get it. They were like, you can walk to get that. I'm like, oh. So then first period hits, and I get a text message from him. He was like, oh, I didn't see you this morning. I'm just like, whatever. When I get out of first period, I got you. So second period comes around. We're walking the second period, and I see him. I drop my back. I'll go to him. I'm like, so what's up? What's up? Like, are you going to do something? Because you keep talking like you're going to do something. He don't do nothing. He just standing in my face, just talking to my mouth. And I'm sitting like this. I'm calm and collected. So the teachers know me. If someone's yelling at me and I'm calm and collected, it's not a good thing, because it's a bad thing if I'm calm and collected and someone's yelling at me. That means I have ideas in my head. I'm going psychologically crazy right now. They know I'm gonna snap in any moment, because I'm not calm and collected. When you in my face yelling at me and I'm calm and collected, you should be scared. You should be scared, because I'm thinking about what I should do to you. I'm thinking about what I can do to you. Thinking about how I can hurt you physically and mentally. So the resource officer comes and they pin me against the wall. I'm just like, yo, why you pinning me against the wall? He the one that's in my face. Then I just snap, and I try to get him. I just, and I don't know what happened. I blacked out. I tried to grab him. They threw me against the wall again, and then he had to go to class. And then they brought me to the office. They're like, what happened? So I had the screenshots, and I showed them the screenshots and whatever. And I was like, this is what happened. He texted me first. He said he was going to do this, this. And he was sending threats. And I was like, I don't do threats lightly. If you threaten me, you better hope to God that I do not see you, because I will make sure that it will turn around and come to you. If you threaten me, I don't take threats lightly. I don't take them lightly. So then I told the resource officer, and then they called him in, whatever, I don't know what happened. And then he went around school saying that I'm a rat, I'm unloyal. First of all, I don't have no loyalty to you. So how am I snitching on you? Like, I don't have no loyalty to you, so why should I not tell them what's going on? Why should I not tell them that you was the issue? Like, I'm not finna get in trouble for you. I don't got no loyalty for you. I'm finna tell the principal that what happened. If they ask me what happened and I don't got no loyalty for you, why should I lie to them and say nothing happened? Like, no, I'm gonna let them know what happened. That's not snitching. That just means I don't got no loyalty to you, in which I shouldn't, because you're not me or mine. You're not my friend, so why should I have loyalty to you? I don't get that. So I go to class, I'm just shaking. I'm like, okay, let me go to the bathroom. Maybe I'm having a panic attack or whatever, because I'm just shaking in class. And I'm breathing so hard in that class. Like right now, I was just shaking. I was just like, ooh, okay, let me calm down. Let me go to the bathroom. So I asked the teacher if I can go to the bathroom. She says yes. I'm just running. I'm running to the bathroom. And I feel like I'm having a panic attack. But I'm just so angry. I look at the mirror, I punch it, and it falls and it breaks. I'm just like, yo. So I try to go to a different bathroom, and I do the same thing. I punch the mirror and it breaks. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just go back to class. So I go back to class. I'm still angry. I'm still mad. I about flipped the table over. And I kept punching the table. I kept beating on the table. I was so upset. I don't even know why. And so then third period hits, and I'm talking to my friends. They're like, yo, he walks this way. When he's coming from third period, that is, you should meet him there and should just fight him. I'm like, okay, let me just do that. So one of my teachers, she gets a call from the front office saying, Jacoby to the front office. I'm like, well, why do I need to go to the front office? Ain't nothing happened yet. And I was like, I already been there, so why do I need to go back? And so I walk in there, and the principal has a freaking contract. And I'm like, are you kicking me out? Like, what's going on? Are you kicking me out? Are you trying to buy me a car? Because why is there a contract here? And then he said, no, it's because you're on a stay-away contract. I'm thinking, a stay-away contract? The only way you can get a stay-away contract in the school is if a person asks to be put on a stay-away contract, or you guys fought. And we haven't fought yet. So that meant Josh had to ask for a stay-away contract, which is kind of weird because you want to fight me, but you're scared, so you put in legal action to get space between us, which is crazy. So on a stay-away contract, you cannot be within 10 feet of them. You cannot text them on social media. You cannot follow them home. And I'm like, well, yo, that made me so mad. Because he was doing all this talking. And just to do that, just to get a stay away contract. Like, how you going to talk, but you going to be you talking out your mouth, but you're afraid to do action. Like, that don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. Does it make sense to you? No. So that happened. And also they said since I did kind of get in trouble or whatever, it was like a little reaction or whatever I had, that I caused trouble. And they said I had to do OSS. And I was like, I'm not gonna leave school. I don't want people to think that I'm scared of him and that I asked them to leave school or I just didn't come to school that day. So they're like, okay, we'll put you in ISS. Now I'm not trying to be in school suspension, because that means that that kind of seems to me that, oh, I'm scared or whatever, I'm trying to run away from. No, I didn't want to be in ISS. So I told them I'll do lunch duty, which basically is like cleaning up the lunch before and after people eat. And so I'll just do lunch attention or whatever. So the day comes around, I don't do it. I leave, I walk away. I'm not cleaning after people. I barely clean after myself. I barely clean after my family. Why would you think I clean after them? The people I don't even know. People I don't even like. So, you know me. I'm not even trying to do that because I'm not nobody's maid. It was lunchtime. So I went to lunch and I was minding my business, and one of Josh's friends, let's say Quinn came up to my friend, let's say Leia. Quinn came to my friend Leia and tried to hug her. Mind you, I don't like Quinn. One, because Quinn is messy. Two, because he's friends with Josh. And they like to kiki and look at me and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't like y'all, whatever, y'all can stay over there. So he comes and tries to talk to Leia. And I'm like, why are you trying to talk to this girl knowing I don't like you? Why are you around me if you don't like me? And then he looks at me, like when he hugs her, he like hugging her, and then he's looking at me like this. I'm just like, why are you looking at me? So I'm like, boo. And he's like, don't jump at me. I'm like, don't stare at me. Don't have no static. Like, you act like you're finna do something, but you're not doing nothing. You're just standing there looking at me. Like, you're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting me any type of way. So what are you doing? And I'm just like, you know what, he's just trying to rile me up. So I'm like, you know what, never mind. Just get out of my face. Just go sit down. So he goes sit down with his little 3 friends or whatever. And I go to the bathroom. And when I go to the bathroom and I come back from the bathroom, I talk to my friend Leia. And she's like, yo, he just said if you fight Josh, he's jumping in. And I'm like, he said what now? I was like, we don't jump people. I don't care what y'all say. That's my, like, I don't care what y'all say. You wait until you get your one. We don't do that jumping around here, okay? We don't jump around here. 2-on-1 is jumping. You get your 1-on-1. That's the only way to fight. So after I hear that, I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm like, if she's saying this, then whatever. I'm not gonna 100% believe her, because then that's gonna make me mad or whatever. So I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. So I go to that little donkey, Quinn, and I'm like, yo, I heard that you said you was gonna jump in if I fight your little friend. And he was like, yeah, I did. And so I'm like, we don't jump around here, da-da-da. We were yelling back and forth. Oh, he was yelling and stuff like that, and he spit like, I guess he didn't mean to, but he had like a little lisp, so when he talked, like, he spit, and it just hit my face. Yo, I tell you, I jumped up. I was like that. Yo, I jumped up so fast. I got on that table, and I blacked out. I don't know what happened, but people told me that my eyes turned red. I jumped on the table, and then I was just throwing stuff. And then I threw him. And then one of my friends, they said that they like shook me and stuff like that. And I finally came to, and it was like, yo, there's a police, resource officers coming. We gotta go. So I'm trying to hurry up and go, because I'm not trying to get in trouble. And then we run out the cafeteria. We go in this one hallway, and we hear a radio. It says, get the boy in the jacket. And I was wearing a black and white camel jacket. So I took that jacket off. I stuffed it in my bag, and I started walking. And it was like, yo, it's him. I looked back. I was running. I was like, you're not gonna catch me. There was like 5 cops running after me. And so I ran to the bathroom. And there was like one cop that came in. And so I went out the other way out of the bathroom, and they cornered me and stuff like that. And there was one blocking a stairway. And there's another one that was like blocking like all the corners or whatever. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep running. Like, I'm gonna have to deal with it sooner or later, because it's in one school. Like, I can't be running every single second of the day. Like, for 6 hours. That don't make no sense. So I'm just like, you know what? I got caught. Whatever. Just go to deal with your punishment. If you got OSS, then whatever. So then they say lunch detention. I'm like, lunch detention? I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do lunch detention. And so that day I was like, I'm not gonna do lunch detention. So I left, and I was walking to my class. I was a little late because I was sitting there. I was sitting like in the lunchroom, but I wasn't in the lunchroom detention area, I guess you can say. So then I sat there, and then the bell rang. Everyone was going to class. Then the late bell rang, and so that's why I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to class. I'm on my way, mind my business class, And and I turn around the corner, and I see Quinn, I see Josh, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with y'all. Like, there was a camera right there, so I was like, I didn't want to seem like I was doing anything. I want to seem like I was in the right or whatever. So I went to the bathroom I went to the bathroom right there. Okay, they're not gonna do nothing to me, so I'm not scared. And so they come into the bathroom, and when I tell you they come into the bathroom, they drop their book bags, they started running at me. I'm like, yo, they might just try to bum rush me. They might just try to jump me. Like, yo, this is gonna happen. Like, yo, I gotta fight for my life. Because we in the bathroom, a stone bathroom. Like, the wall's hard, the floor is hard, like everything around us is hard. So I gotta fight for my life. So they started hitting me. I'm just like, we don't do that right here. So I hit Quinn in his face. Quinn falls to the ground. And then Josh is just trying to hit me. He missed every hit that he swung at me. He missed all of them. Not one of them landed on me. I don't care. So I was still trying to like fight them, whatever, like ding 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 ding. And then I guess Quinn finally got up. He pulled my book bag on, because I didn't have no time to take off my book bag. So he pulled my book bag and whatever. And so I fell to the ground. And then he got on top of me, and then I pushed him. And when I pushed him, his head hit the wall. So I hear, and I'm like, I wanted to laugh, but at the same time I was like, yo, if he's dead, then I'm gonna go to jail. And I was so scared. And then he said, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I kicked him. I was like, yo, why did I just do that? I just thought he was dead. So I was like, yo, I'm scared now. And so then I started hitting Josh. And then Josh finally falls to the ground, so I grabbed his skull, and I slam it into the freaking wall. And then I drag his arms, And then you know, like the stall doors, whatever. So I grabbed his head and I swung the stall doors and just kept bashing his head into the stall doors. And I'm like, yo, I was so angry. Like, no, I'm gonna fight to kill you. I'm gonna fight to kill you. That's just who I am. I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep trying to kill you until someone pulls me off. And no one was there, so I was gonna kill him. Oh well. So then I grabbed his head. I picked him up. I smashed his head into the sink, and then he fell into the toilet. And I was like, let me throw him against the wall. And when I tell you, some big person picked me up and freaking did this and threw me onto the freaking floor. It was a football player. He wanted to stop the fight because he came to the bathroom. And I'm like, yo, I'm not done. I'm not done. Let me finish. They're not dead yet. Come on now. And so after that happened, it was 6th period at that time. And since they didn't have any, they didn't have a 7th period class, they just went home. Josh and Quinn just went home. And I guess they told their parents or whatever that they just fell when they were skateboarding. And they just like fell down a hill or whatever. It's because they were in sports and they just had a scholarship. So that meant if they were to get in a fight, then they would lose their scholarship. And they didn't want to do that. And also they didn't want to get in trouble with the school. And I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I don't care. Because if you think about it, I still got I still beat their butt. And I'm not getting in trouble either. So I'm like, whatever. The whole school knew. But like the parents and the adults, they didn't think about it. But they knew. And if you thought about it, I had like one bruise. I had a bruised eye or whatever, cause they did hit me once. Like, not gonna lie, one hit did land, and that was Quinn. Quinn did hit me once, but who cares? But because I hit them like more than once, I hit them like 20, 30 times, and then I still bashed their heads in. So 2-on-1, and I still won. Huh? That's funny to me. That means either y'all can't fight or I'm just a god. Like. No, I'm just kidding. But that just don't make no sense to me. How's 2 people fighting me and I still beat them? But what? Y'all can't fight. Don't try me. And so after that happened, it was kind of calm and collected. And then they ended up going to like a private school. And they still, to this day, like they're not talking about it. They're just scared. And I'm just like, I don't care. So then I moved away. And now I'm in Orlando, and I kind of feel bad that I did that, but I don't regret it, but I kind of do at the same time, because it's like, I could have seriously went to jail for murder. Like, y'all understand that I could have went to jail for murder. Murder, she wrote. I could have went to jail because she wrote murder. Like, yo, come on now. Like, them people don't care. Them people don't care about me. They don't care about me. So I was like, whatever, yo, like, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm done. I moved away. I don't care about it. Like, there's nothing that can affect me. Yo, when I tell you, someone came to my house with freaking papers, and what the papers said, restraining order. Yo, I had to go to court. They took me to court. After 3 months, then they want to take me to court. What? Come on now. Like, yeah, so I got that, and then I had to go to anger management. I had to go to anger management because of that. Are you kidding me? Like, that's stupid. That's so dumb. It doesn't make no sense to me. And so then I was like, okay, whatever, anger management. I'm done with anger management. And then they told me I had to do more service, more community service. Yo, I was so mad. I'm just glad they didn't have that little freaking ankle bracelet. Like, I'm not gonna walk around town, school, whatever, with an ankle bracelet. Actually, I don't even think you can walk around town. You'll be on house arrest. Other than going to school and going to work. But that's stupid, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna trap me. Like, it was 3 months ago. Like, okay, whatever, we're done. 15 hours of anger management. And it was not worth it. And I'm so tired of that. Like, I'm so glad I'm done because I can't do that again. That was so annoying. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video. If you stayed this long, thank you very much, very appreciated. So don't forget to smash that like button, throw in a comment or two, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you know when I post. By the way, it will be on Fridays, most likely. And yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you have a nice day, morning, evening, or night, whichever applies to you. Peace.